They say there is no way out. Well, there's no way out from this fantastic pay-per-view we're going to put on. Come on, let's have you. Bring it on.
Everywhere I go, there's nowhere I belong. Can anyone just tell me where will I find? 'Cause everywhere I go, I'm always on my own. Can anyone just catch me before I drown? Can anybody make me feel like I'm not the stranger tonight?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to episode 11 of the TW Network Save, the 04 War with Monday Night Raw. Me taking on Friday Night Smackdown, Stuart, Irvine. Tonight, this episode is less about the competition and more about coming together again to put on, hopefully, a good pay-per-view show. We've got some big matches planned. Who will walk out World Heavyweight Champion from the last man standing match between Triple H and Kurt Angle? Who will escape the cage? Will it be Eddie Guerrero? Will it be Chris Jericho? And will they be, whole again after that? Not necessarily. Also, on SmackDown, you've got the US title on the line in a fatal four-way. Will Christian manage to keep his title, or will someone like Rob Van Dam maybe take the championship? And the women's title also on the line. Molly Holly against Lita. Over on Raw, Shawn Michaels versus Goldberg for the WrestleMania title shot. Brock Lesnar defends the WWE Championship against Booker T. We also have the Intercontinental Championship on the line with Randy Orton taking on Kane, and the Cruiserweight Championship on the line between Rey Mysterio, the champion, and Billy Kidman, the challenger. This could be a good pay-per-view. I'm going to say this now. If you're excited and if you like our lineup, drop a like on the video right now. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you are ready to go. And let's get going then. No way out. It's a final stop on the road to WrestleMania. Okay, welcome to No Way Out. And welcome to the pre-show for No Way Out. Scott Steiner gets a win over Dave Finlay for 59. This is interesting. So they didn't click, which didn't help it, which meant that Steiner just sort of carried it through, even though Finlay's a better wrestler. But
let's be honest, he will like it, but the other way around. That means he's on a 59. So in theory, if he does like some feuds, he should be getting some good 60s, 65s. Whoever I put him against, that's hopeful. So
what is interesting is that Finlay, this is the second match he's been in since coming back, and the second time he didn't click with an opponent.
I think. And who was the first one? I was against Brock, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. So like maybe it's a situation if you find a person that's brawler, like I bet you the money maybe try in the next pre-show, put him against Hardcore Holly and see if that works.
Maybe I've
style.
got a potential plan for Finlay anyway, so don't worry. Okay. Next pre-show matchup, the Knockout Artist got a win over Billy and Chuck for 62. Big Show carries it 76. Jamie Noble wasn't the worst actually. Chuck Palumbo was with a 47. But he got 61.
Not surprised there, to be fair. But yeah, I mean, again, to be fair, it's like I could put these two not be a team, but I thought to myself, they're good together, so it's fine. But
no, absolutely. And the Knockout Artist getting a win. Jamie Noble, the pre-show champion as it is, he does what he does.
He goes on pre-shows and he steals wins. That's what he does. And he wins titles.
Yeah, but Big Show got the pin after the choke slam. Okay, we'll go to the next one, which is another tag team encounter. The world's greatest tag team against High Risk for again a 62. Similar thing here. While the Big Show carried that one with a bigger rating, this one everyone's a similar sort of level, but a good level, which is really good. Both teams, great chemistry teaming together, which is fantastic. Shelton was the best with a 65, but Paul London put in a 60, which is good. Spanky 45 needs to be a little better than that, but he'll get there.
Charlie Earl's got a 56. Yeah, it's
not bad.
So, I mean, well, it's tag team. They've got potential as a team and a single star, so it opens up some opportunities. So yeah, I'm happy with that.
Okay, and the final pre-show match, John Cena versus Rhino, because Cena's not on the show tonight, so let's put him out there for the crowd to love. That gets a 71.
A 71 on the pre-show. Nice.
It's honestly like we're 2014 WWE all over again. Pretty good this, 71. Cena carries it, no doubt. Rhino 58, not bad at all. Cena wins with the FU, like you'd expect. Yeah. Now we get on to the big stuff. We open the pay-per-view with a video package, because how else do you open pay-per-views? For 84, pretty good. All the top guys in all the top matches, well, the 2 top matches. 2 from Raw, of course, Goldberg and Shawn Michaels for the WrestleMania title shot. Brock Lesnar versus Booker T for the WWE Championship. And over on SmackDown, Chris Jericho versus Eddie Guerrero in a steel cage match. And Triple H and Kurt Angle in a last man standing match for the World Heavyweight Championship. We hyped them all, which is pretty good. And we get going to the main show. The first match, we started big, Stu. We're starting big because there's no small on this show, but we're starting big. Yeah. It is for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, Randy Orton is the future of this save. No doubt about it. He's the 100%. Leader of Evolution now. And he is the Intercontinental Champion. And he looks good with the Intercontinental Championship, by the way, at this point, just saying.
He's got the best, but they've got the best Intercontinental title design, but that's just a personal preference. But anyway, yeah.
But one man who's never really had a good run with the Intercontinental Championship, I'd argue. Well, I mean, it's got to be Kane, right?
I mean, this might sound horrible, but has he ever, like, when it comes to title reigns, has he ever had one that's really stood out?
But is tonight the night? Kane, we've just turned him face. Can he take that momentum and beat Randy Orton for the Intercontinental Championship? Your winner to kick off the show, and still Intercontinental Champion Randy Orton for an 80. Very good. Yeah. Very good start to the show. And you'll notice Randy Orton wins clean. As much as Kane is a big part of the shows in 2004, no doubt about it. Still a big star with a lot of potential still to him to use. Randy Orton's the guy we need to start getting behind, getting big wins on big stages, and that's what he's done here. He doesn't need Flair and Batista to interfere. Randy Orton can do it on his own, and he does. RKO. Kane takes the loss. The future WrestleMania match that is Randy Orton versus Kane, by the way. Just saying. This is pretty good. 72 from Orton. Kane, 82. Kane really putting a good performance there.
Well, starts to show hot. 80. Yeah. I like it.
We did say a wild brawl with these guys, and it didn't affect it too much, which is nice.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea that it's basically like, because we're kind of debating what would start the show, and obviously this is definitely delivered, so that's good.
This got a bonus for being done to a hot crowd, so the video package on the pre-show worked. It really boosted the crowd, but also a bonus for the high title prestige. So the Intercontinental title means something right now, which is very, very good.
Well, good, because it should mean so.
So yeah, Orton wins clean. Post-match though, this is Evolution. They are scumbags. So they start putting the boots to Kane. Orton hits another RKO. Batista picks him up for the Batista bomb. And they're not stopping. They don't look like they're stopping. Gong.
Oh, right, yeah. That's why I was wondering, why are you pausing?
That's right. Gong. The lights go out. Okay? The lights go out. And they're out for a little while. Because you do that thing where it isn't just a gong. This is gong, lights out for a while. Gong again. The music kicks in. And for the first time, right, since 1999, 5 years, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Well, this point, yeah.
The Dead Man is here. In full Dead Man gear. We're doing it early. They did it at WrestleMania. We're doing it here. The Undertaker comes down to the ring. Everyone stops in the ring, shocked at what they're seeing. Undertaker comes down and cleans house. Choke slam to Ric Flair. Choke slam to Randy Orton. Batista is the one guy that seems to stop taking in his tracks.
You're teasing that as well, right?
When Kane sits up.
So good.
Kane sits up and the double choke slam lays out Batista. And the Brothers of Destruction are back together. Yes, Kane took the Undertaker out of Survivor Series. We will get to that. But right now, Big Brother is sticking up for Little Brother. Little Brother wants to change his ways after a little pep talk from the Undertaker. Yes, that was where I was going with it. And the Undertaker is ready to stick by him. The Brothers of Destruction are back.
I would ask the question though, is that a segment, if you put that in a segment, right?
Let's see what the segment does first. Hang on.
Okay, I thought it would be a situation you'd press it and then...
I wanted to reveal it first, but the segment, an 89, the fans are happy.
Yeah, but then Undertaker's coming back. Come on, that's huge. That will get a great score, wouldn't it?
Now look, I could I could have waited until WrestleMania. I could have done. But
True.
The Undertaker's ready to go in game. And this obviously is building towards WrestleMania. No spoilers. So let's see where it goes, right? 89, really, really good. And that's popped the crowd. The crowd are popped after that, you would think, right?
Wow. I mean, what a great way to start the show. So let's hope we can keep this momentum going.
All right, let's go backstage to the king of the promos, Christian. Christian's with Mick Foley for an 84 rated segment. Talk us through, Stu.
Yeah, I think this is more just a situation of obviously Christian. I mean, I haven't really gone like what he's going to say. It's more of a situation he's kind of being himself because obviously he is kind of confident, but he isn't a little bit off because obviously he's gone against three guys. And if Scott Steiner was here, he'd tell you about the maths and all that kind of stuff. The chances of walking out of the match with the title. But with this, it's not really what Christian says. It's more what Mick does. It's kind of like it's just Christian's speaking, talking about the match, and then obviously Mick comes in and kind of, in Mick fashion, kind of goes, like, good luck, kid. Yeah, like, like this is more tough love than anything else.
Yeah.
Type thing.
Yeah.
So I like the idea that Mick's not doing it because he's spiteful. He's trying to do it to get the best out of Christian.
Get the best out of him, yeah. Toughen him up. Let's see then if he can be toughened up. The following is for the United States Championship. Christian's he's won the title at the Royal Rumble. And he's been pushed well. But he's got three men who are gunning for him. He's got Rene Dupree, the man mountain that is Rene Dupree. Fair enough. He's got Lance Storm, who is revitalised on the Smackdown brand. But he's also got Rob Van Dam, a guy that in 2004... was ready to break through. It's tonight the night he breaks through. I'll let you do the big things.
Okay, and still, so yeah, I'm very happy that's for Zach. Still, United States champion. Is Christian. I think so. Like Christian got the so no surprise here that they're both high scores of Van Dam and Christian this one.
And they carry it big time.
Yeah, but I was expecting it to be. But I love the way he implanted DT. No, that's not how Christians win this match. That's not how this match is going to end. This match is going to end as basic situation is what I love in fatal four ways or triple threat matches, where basically it's going to be a situation where Rob Van Dam hits the 5-star frog splash on Rene Dupree. Looks like he's going to get the win, and then Christian out of nowhere pushes RVD out of the way, steals the pin, retains the title, and by the skin of his teeth is still United States champion. But I like the way he's using. I like that kind of sneakiness. Like it's not really cheating; it's just being crafty. It shows how, Christian using his brains a little bit to try and find a way out of this match and win. So, but yeah, 78. I'm happy with that.
Very good. I'll be honest, very good. Considering that none of the performers put in higher than a 77 to boost it to a 78. We'll have a look what boosted it in a sec. Christian 77. The guy who's coming along. Van Dam 76. I mean, I don't know what he's going to do for WrestleMania, but those two would make me very happy as a watcher. So let's see. I'm done to a hot crowd, so I've helped you, by the way, for the record, but that's good. We're helping each other tonight. A good announcing as well. We got JR and Paul Heyman. Hello. High title prestige as well, so the US title is hot right now as well. Yeah, this is really good. Really, really good stuff. No one can complain about it. 2 hot matches to start the show, 2 heel wins as well, for the record. Will that continue? Chris Jericho is backstage, ready to go for a steel cage match. So we'll have a promo from Chris Jericho for a 92. He's invented another catchphrase, so this one can be "you stupid idiot," Stu.
Yes, I mean, it's Chris Jericho. We know what he's like with his catchphrases, and reinvents himself. But yeah, this is kind of setting up like he's kind of sitting there saying he's tired. He's just tired of Eddie Guerrero. Ever since I moved to SmackDown, he's been a thorn in my side. He's been he's beat me in the United States Championship Eliminator. He eliminated me at Royal Rumble. He's been in my face and been in my business for far too long. And tonight, it's going to end tonight. And I'm going to walk out and beat Eddie Guerrero. Tonight, this is the end of the feud. This is the end for Eddie Guerrero. Basically, Chris Jericho's basically at this point going, I'm fed up already. I want this feud to end. I need to take him out type situation. Because I think I built it to a point where it is that kind of end of feud type match. So yeah,
So
vows to win.
let's
Chris
see.
Jericho.
This is two of the very best.
This is the one I expect to do really well.
This is two of the very best wrestlers ever. Let me put that out there, right? Arguably at their prime. Arguably. Jericho has a few primes, if we're honest, but arguably at their prime.
I mean, Eddie
Inside
definitely.
a steel cage. Inside a steel cage. These guys have had a match before in the save for, I think it was a 78 or 79.
79,
We
I think it was,
expect this to do a lot better. It doesn't matter about the winner. Let's see what the match rating is. Eddie versus Y2J inside a steel cage at No Way Out gets us a 97.
Yes. It done exactly what I thought it would. I was hoping it would do that.
You'll notice my reaction. I am not as happy as Stu because that now means that this match is match of the month and takes away my potential pick.
The way it looks at the moment, it's a situation that's been so even this month.
It has, yeah.
And
look, let's see if we can beat 97 late in the show. We'll see.
But yeah, so this match will be exactly what you expect. If it's going to be a grudge match, it's going to be a match. It's going to have high spots from the top of the cage. It's going to have people grinding their faces in between the cage. We're going to have blood. We're going to have proper near falls. We're going to have everything in this match. Everything you expect in a cage match between these two. But the way I want to end this match is kind of like the idea. I like the idea of Eddie. Like, what about a situation where he climbs to the top? Chris Jericho's out. He's going to win. Just has to climb down the cage and get the win. But Eddie Guerrero being Eddie Guerrero, he looks at Chris Jericho on the campus and he does that smirk, the Eddie Guerrero smirk, top of the cage, and you can kind of know what his idea is. And to surprise to no one, no resign for his health, does a frog splash from the top of the cage on Chris Jericho, gets the pin. Gets the win. I'm assuming in this cage match you can get pins in cage matches.
Yeah, modern day cage match.
Okay.
I mean, it's what a match. This is, for the record, a match of the year contender, a match of the save contender. This is going to be hard to beat for a long time, I think. 97, that is 5-star quality, which, you know what, I'm not surprised by these guys. They've pulled out something special. Eddie Guerrero is hot, and Eddie Guerrero is going to WrestleMania on the back of the biggest win of his career in a way.
I know. I mean, and to be fair, Meltzer would be happy with this. And but yeah, gone from a 79 to a 97 is like ironically just reversed, but it's meant that I was kind of wasn't expecting, but I was kind of hoping it would do this kind of score. But then you don't know if the game's going to be kind to you. But
the thing is with these two, so you put them in together on the first Smackdown show you did, and they had a good TV matchup. You've put them together on pay-per-view here, and they've had a very good pay-per-view match. No surprise. What a match. Eddie wins. We're going to have to move on with the rest of the show because, look, it's a match that's taken everyone's attention, including the world champion.
So basically the way this is set up is basically why Eddie Guerrero, with obviously bloody face, just been through a war with Chris Jericho. Celebrate, hand raised. We cut to basically Triple H watching it on the screen in the way they work screens. Kind of just look, sitting there like with the title holding it, kind of looking curious, going okay, like kind of like a face of a man that's concerned for his world title.
Yeah.
Because he wins tonight.
Because as far as Triple H is concerned, he is winning tonight. And Triple H will be looking at Eddie Guerrero when he won the Royal Rumble and gone, right, so that's my WrestleMania destiny as far as he's concerned. So I like this. I like these little segments. These little storytelling segments. I like it. Right.
Yeah.
Let's go to a promo from. I hear Ric Flair has demanded some time backstage with a microphone. He's got something to say for an 82. Ric Flair says what happened earlier tonight is a travesty. Randy Orton proved how good he is. Randy Orton proved he's as good as his word by beating Kane. And who has to pop up? A man who hasn't been relevant since 1991 when I made him relevant by making him the WWE champion. Well, guess what? I made you the Undertaker. I can break you. And tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw, I will. Ric Flair puts out the challenge to the Undertaker.
The idea of that happening on a Raw and on 4. Oh, that's got potential to get good. It's going to be a great match next week.
Let's see. 82. Pretty good promo from Rick as well. It's the Cruiserweight Championship up next, I believe. Oh, but wait, what's this? It's the music of Chavo Guerrero. Chavo Guerrero comes down to ringside, joins the announce desk. He's going to do colour commentary on the next match, which is, of course, for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. Rey Mysterio defends against his very good friend, one half of the Filthy Animals, I think, Billy Kidman. But with Chavo watching on and the two men seeming to have issues, is this the night that Rey Mysterio loses the Cruiserweight Championship? What do you reckon, Stu?
I would say no, but anything can happen on this show.
Anything can happen. Your winner. And still Cruiserweight Champion, Rey Mysterio.
76, that's
76. Good. That's much better than we ever expected. 82 from Rey Mysterio.
I mean, to be fair, it seems like you've been done dirty if he's getting 82. I mean, it's only 6.
Yeah, 76. I mean, Billy Kidman put it 65, so 76 is about right. But Rey Mysterio is getting better and better and better and better right now. Chavo was at ringside on the announce table. It didn't matter though. He didn't get involved. This was two baby faces putting on a high spots match, which is what we did, a high spots match. And look, Ray got a bonus from that. Did Billy Kidman get a bonus from it? No, but Ray did, so Ray carried it. So the match worked. It was face versus face, which did penalise it a bit, but that's okay. Two hot baby faces in the Cruiserweight division put on a Cruiserweight classic here, in a way.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's like 76. We were expecting it to be that kind of level, wasn't it, when we were talking about it before?
I expected. Look, I said to you, I'd be very happy with the early 70s. So to get the end, to get over the 75 mark is very good. It's more about Ray. Ray putting in an 82 here.
To get an 82 makes you think, if he can put that against Kidman, what can he do with Chavo with the story you're building? It's got potential.
Maybe. And the story we're building, I mean, let's get to that. While Chavo didn't get involved in the match, he did get involved post-match for a 62. Chavo finally attacks Rey Mysterio. This is the moment that Chavo Guerrero goes from a friend who's having a tough time and is struggling with it to crossing the line. Chavo Guerrero attacks Rey Mysterio, a brutal attack, and the championship is the main thing. He consistently uses the Cruiserweight Championship to brutalise Rey Mysterio because that is what Chavo Guerrero needs. That is what he needs to prove that he can live up to the Guerrero name. He needs the Cruiserweight Championship, and it doesn't matter who holds the belt. They're just in the way. 62.
Like it. I think we've had Chavo was at his best as a heel anyway, but I like the way it's slowly being teased. Like, he's a heel, but he isn't.
He is officially a heel at this point, but as far as Rey Mysterio is concerned, before tonight, he was always at a point that he's a friend who's having a tough time that can be brought back from the brink.
But now he's gone too far. I like it.
Now he's over the brink. So
yeah.
Let's see what happens on Monday Night Raw after this. Okay, it's time for another big match. We're going to build towards Shawn Michaels versus Goldberg.
This has got potential.
But before that, look, Shawn Michaels and Goldberg, they're getting themselves ready. They're both by the gorilla position, we'll say, when in walks the WWE champion.
Yeah, that's very good. Very good.
Brock Lesnar. Lesnar walks in, so both men stop warming up. I know, look, the idea of them warming up in the same room, it is what it is. You can say there was security there to stop them from brawling, whatever. Look, they're baby faces, so I'm not too fussed about it. But they stop what they're doing, getting ready to look at Brock Lesnar. And I like the idea here, actually. I haven't said this to you. I like the idea here that no words are said. Brock Lesnar gets into Shawn Michaels' face and just looks him up and down. Championship on his shoulder. He then turns to Goldberg and just looks him up and down. Smirks at both of them. and just walks away.
Good old-fashioned, was it visual storytelling, rather?
Yeah. Brock
Gotta
Lesnar
love it.
sending a message to his potential challengers at WrestleMania for an 87. But who is going
This has got potential.
to WrestleMania? It is Shawn Michaels versus Goldberg. A dream match. A match we've never seen, for the record. I don't believe. I don't believe we've ever seen Shawn Michaels versus Goldberg. I'm going to look it up right now while we're recording for YouTube, because I am intrigued. We've seen it once on a Raw for the World Heavyweight Championship in 2003, but this is bigger than that in a way. This is pay-per-view, and WrestleMania's on the line. Goldberg is going into his first WrestleMania. Shawn Michaels is Mr. WrestleMania. Who's going? Right, your winner. And new number one contender for the WWE Championship.
Where's the drum roll?
Shawn Michaels for only an 84. Not as good as we expected it to be, if we're honest.
But it's not a surprise, because we were thinking because it's Goldberg and obviously Shawn. I mean, to be fair, he did carry it to another 94 to an 80. It's
Shawn did a very good performance, and this is Goldberg. Look, Goldberg is an angles guy. He's not a wrestling sort of guy. So look, this is about what I think. I said to you, 84 and above for this. I think I wanted to say.
Yeah, I think we're hoping that maybe it would click more, so maybe it might.
Yeah, but I mean, it kind of is what it is. This is, genuinely, in real life, Shawn Michaels and Goldberg on pay-per-view doing a four and a bit star match.
Especially with Shawn. I mean,
you'd be very happy.
I mean, especially like if it was Shawn, his old four was doing his. I mean, Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels never had an off day, if we're really honest. It felt like. So yeah, this is very, very good. Shawn Michaels is going to WrestleMania. Shawn Michaels confirms his WrestleMania spot here. It will be Shawn Michaels fighting for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. Of course it is. Of course.
I mean, it's WrestleMania. You got to do the big matches, isn't you?
And yes, there is a story to be told of the fact that Shawn Michaels never believed and dreamed he'd get another WrestleMania WWE Championship opportunity again. And now he does.
Yeah, so the story is there. Now you just have to book it.
Cool. 84. This is very good. I'm pretty pleased with that. But let's look ahead to Monday Night Raw again. On Raw last week, John Cena said he wanted to mix it up with Lesnar again. He was looking forward to it. John Cena says the same here for a 70-rated promo. And he says, much more than that, tomorrow night, Brock, we will mix it up because the challenge is made. John Cena challenges Brock Lesnar tomorrow night on Raw. It's not about the championship. This is about one man wanting to beat the best. And as far as John Cena is concerned right now, Brock Lesnar is the best. So, should be good. Be interesting for Raw, that one. Set your DVRs, they'd say. Okay, Women's Championship on the line next then. So this is probably a bit of a breather in a way, ahead of two big matches. But let's see what these guys can do.
Yeah, well, I guess it's kind of it's going to be, with all the big matches we've had, this is obviously going to be a kind of, but if we can get like a mid 60s or high 60s, I'll be happy. So, yeah, but anyway, so
I mean, look, let's set the scene. Molly Holly, as a heel champion, doesn't have her stablemates tonight. Jazz is gone. Gail Kim is gone. Where? Who knows?
Yep, no one knows. Molly Holly thinks it's Lita. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't.
So this is one-on-one.
Indeed it is. And it's for obviously the Women's Championship. So I guess let's just don't be around the bush. Yeah. So and still it's not exactly as bad as I expected it to be. That's very good. Still your WWE Women's Champion is Molly Holly.
Wow.
But I mean, again, what I'm liking is very similar. And to get very similar in 62, 61 there, and to get a 68 is what I was kind of expecting. So they've done better than I expected. That
it is very, very good. 62 from Lita, 61 from Molly Holly. Boosted, I guess, by storyline heat, I want to say. Hot crowd. After what we've done, very hot crowd. They are hot tonight after that Shawn Michaels Goldberg. This will bring them down a bit, which is the idea to build them back up. But yeah, really good. Really good stuff. Good all round bonus for star quality. Molly Holly keeps the title though. I mean,
to be, I do rate Molly Holly. I think
I'm not against it. This is what I said to you on the stream. Molly Holly keeps the title because you don't take the championship off Molly Holly the month before WrestleMania, do you? You save it. You save it if you're going to do it.
A title change this close to one of the biggest events of the summer. I don't know. Anyway, but it's not. But again, good match. But again, it's what happens after that's the bit more intriguing in the situation.
6-7 for this.
Yeah, very good. But yeah, so after this, obviously she's celebrating the victory. She obviously that I put it. She got a roll up after an exposed turnbuckle, kind of cheating, but it's kind of thing. But then afterwards, something comes up on the title Shawn. A message comes on the title Shawn. Once it says 2 down, 1 to go, 1 more to go, and then all of a sudden it just says Molly Holly's name, and it just leave it at that. Molly Holly looking absolutely terrified, thinking, well, if it's not Lita,
who is it?
So I like the idea that it's just like we're going through the suspects. Who could it be? And I like a mystery like that. So, but for 67 to get that, it's really good.
Very, very good. Right, moving on. Kurt Angle has a promo on Triple H for only a 72. That's interesting. Limited for being short. It was 5 minutes, I thought.
Yeah, but
This is what it is. It's a promo. It is what it is. Kurt Angle promo on Triple H to hype up the main event. Not much to it, really, is it?
No, not really. It's just basically sitting and going, you were so close last time. You did beat me last time, but this time, I'm going to win. I'm going to win the World Heavyweight Championship. What? A title I have won for a long time. I'm going to beat you. Finally beat you. And I'm going to be the last man standing.
Yeah.
What's that issue? I'm with that. I would thought how short it was. 70 is good, but yeah.
It is what it is. It's not going to be an issue, hopefully. Right. Before the WWE Championship match, we are going to have... Look, we're going to see Booker T getting ready in the gorilla position. Right? I could press the next segment first, actually. It's fine. 88 for this. Wow. Booker T is similarly getting warmed up in the gorilla position. Before he can go out, Shawn Michaels enters the scene. Shawn Michaels just looks at Booker T and does speak this time. He says, "Good luck." And then Booker T goes out to do his entrance. We go back to the backstage area after Booker T's entrance to Brock Lesnar walking into that same room. And Shawn Michaels turns, looks Brock Lesnar up and down, and just says 2 words. "Good luck." Shawn Michaels is waiting for whoever comes back out of that curtain as WWE Champion. He's waiting for them at WrestleMania. 88 for this. This is pretty good. Pretty visual storytelling, which is nice to see. But let's see what the match does, shall we?
It's got potential to be either higher than
I don't know if it'll beat 97 because that's going to be tough. But Brock and Booker T for the WWE Championship. Brock's been on a roll lately. Let's see what he can do with Booker T. Can Booker T get his WrestleMania redemption? Can Booker T walk into WrestleMania as WWE Champion? Or will Brock's reign of terror continue? Nobody can stop him, it seems. Can Booker stop him? We'll see. If not, maybe Shawn Michaels. That's the 2 options at the moment. Let's see what happens. For the WWE Championship, your winner.
Oh, well, make sure you press the right button.
I'm going to.
Okay.
And still reigning, defending WWE Heavyweight Champion of the World, Brock Lesnar. A 93 is very good. Very good. Look, the match suffered a bit from psychology, which, you know what, with these two, I can see it. These guys don't necessarily have the psychology to carry matches together, but it's still an amazing match. 93. It would have been match of the save so far if it wasn't for that Eddie Jericho match. Let's not forget.
I know. To be fair, like if I got like a 94 something, then it might have been. But again, 97, you'd have to get like literally near 100 or like 90.
It's going to be a tough one to beat. Well, I mean, I can't beat it this month now. You have someone else you can sign, which totally buggers my plans. But it is what it is. This is still very good. Brock wins. Yeah. Okay, ignore the submission. I need to stop putting pinfall, but it is what it is. Brock wins, and that means we can confirm it. At WrestleMania, and look, I'm going to confirm it now. I'm not going to do, he may lose the title on Raw. No. We confirm it now. We get the graphic up and we build to this. At WrestleMania for the WWE Championship, the unstoppable, the next big thing, Brock Lesnar takes on the guy that's always been the big thing. Mr. WrestleMania, HBK.
Dream match.
Shawn
Dream
Michaels.
match. It's a match that, if you set up dream matches, it should be on there, wouldn't it?
It's up there. It's up there. It's a match I would have loved to see. Right, let's finish the show off with a bang, shall we? Because we've had a heck of a show, and this main event needs to hold up, and I think it will. Triple H will cut a promo on Kurt Angle for an 85 Trips promos. No surprise, what a promo.
No, I mean it's high. It's pretty much Triple H's height, isn't it? Even if you take the Reign of Terror, it's the guy's good on the mic. It's what he's good at. But yeah, so basically Triple H is like, again, kind of similar to what Chris Jericho was saying about Eddie Guerrero. Like, I'm just tired of Kurt Angle's. Ever since I've been here as well, this is my show. I'm their champion. I've beaten you once. You choose last man standing. You forget this is more. This benefit. You think it benefits you. It benefits me a whole lot more. And by the end of the night, it won't be you. You won't be the last man standing. I will be the last man standing. And that's how it ends. Yeah. So he's fighting words by Triple H.
Very good. Right. Let's see what the match does then. It is for the World Heavyweight Championship, the big gold belt itself. It's Triple H and Kurt Angle. Look, at the Royal Rumble, they put on a good match. Can they up the ante here? It is last man standing.
I mean, the level. I mean, I'm not going to beat around the bush.
I look. I don't know. It may disappoint, but I hope it doesn't.
I don't know. I mean,
let's see. Let's see. We can't.
Okay,
we can't keep.
Okay, so
anymore.
Let's do the old and. Wait. I mean, they got us. Okay, Stu World Heavyweight Champion. Just though.
Okay, let's look into this though, because 88, but a 96 for Trips and 96 for Kurt Angle. Good chemistry. Let's see what's brought this down, right? Good psychology and a spectacle. All of that's good. What's brought it down? Bonus. Penalised. So the crowd are starting to get burnt out. We basically had too good of a show so far that the main event, the crowd were dead.
But it's matches
that's what's brought it down. I genuinely think this match would have been better than Jericho and Eddie.
Well, it had potential, but the only thing is that's twice now this hasn't worked out.
If I'm honest, we have to blame the Twitch chat here, because if this match goes on before Brock and Booker, it's probably a 98.
Yeah, but
it's fine. It's still a fantastic match. An 88. Yeah. What a match. What a show. What a show. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, but if I remember what we put, let's do one more thing left to put to.
Look, let's talk about the finish though here, though, because it plays into it, right?
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's last man standing. It's got to be. I mean, Triple H. If you just imagine yourself, basically, what the matches between Triple H and Mick Foley and No Way Out, all the World Rumble 2000 type matches. It's just got weapons. It's bloody. It's brutal. There's, sledgehammers, chairs. People going through announce tables. Fighting for the crowd, all kinds of stuff. So it's the last man standing match. You got to go crazy, as right. Got to do it. Fighting for the crown, but the match, what I always love is the match has to end in a spectacular way. It's the last man standing match. You got to have it do a spot that makes it like, how the hell does he get off from that? So basically, this match ends with the fighting on the stage, Then they fall off the stage, and obviously, if you know anything about wrestling, there's always conveniently some tables there or something there, obviously for safety reasons and because it looks awesome. But so both fall off stage. So like they're both knocked out at this point. They're both, bit destroyed. And it's like we get to 8, we get to 9, and you just see Kurt Angle looks like he's out of it. Then you get Triple H just when it gets to 10, just able to get up. And we're talking about fingertips.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea here, right? I just want to add to this. I like the idea that once they go off the stage, you can't see them. They're under all the rubble. You can't see them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The count goes up. You get to 8, right? And you just see a hand out of the rubble, holding onto the stage, fingertips pulling him up, and he pulls himself up onto the stage, onto his feet, just in time at the count of 9, right?
Yeah.
And collapses back down. But I like the idea that you don't even see Kurt. You don't even see Triple H until you see one hand.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like you're thinking who's going to win. It's just, and it's like I like the feeling of like, oh, could it, like, I don't know if you would fall for it, but you can try and put it up in the commentary like, who's that Kurt? Could be Kurt.
Yeah.
Could be Triple H. And then it's like, I love the idea of everyone like, oh, it's Kurt. Oh my God, is that Kurt? And it's like, oh no, it's Triple H.
Yeah.
It's like, and everyone's like booing the hell out of it. But I love the way this feud has got a bit. Yeah, maybe not the ratings hasn't really worked out in a sense.
It's been a good feud. It's been a good feud.
I like the idea of it. They've just like Triple H. It's not like being a clean, proper like easy victory. It's like he's taking him. They're both. It's taking like spectacular things to do just for him to beat Kurt Angle twice. So yeah, that's. Mate, hopefully that's not a thing that distracts it in the future with the shows. Obviously, it's burnout.
It's part of the game. It's something we've got to deal with, but we'll see what it is. Well, look, we've put on a hell of a show today. We're not quite done though. Triple H crawling towards his world championship on the stage. I mean, I'm going to say it for you, Stu. Because it was my idea, so it's fine. When a foot stamps on the championship, the foot of Eddie Guerrero, only an 80, which is interesting, and this, it seems, is where we're heading for WrestleMania on SmackDown. I don't know. Stu may pull something out you're not expected, but right now, it looks like it's going to be Triple H versus Eddie Guerrero for the world title. And we end No Way Out with Eddie Guerrero standing over a beaten, bruised, destroyed Triple H who just wants his championship, but Eddie Guerrero stands in his way.
I mean, the crowd be. You talk about burnout. Eddie Guerrero turns up. There won't be burnout after that. The crowd will go mental. It'd be an amazing spot. Yeah. It'd be an amazing way to end the show. But the question is, it's got to be like.
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know. I mean, I think we're looking at 93, 94. Let's see.
I think we'll do way better than that.
Let's just see. Like 81 was the Rumble. I'm pretty sure we've beaten that. Let's find out. No Way Out gets an 89.
That's disappointing. Why has I got an 89? I don't get it because it's like we've got a lot of like the blues and the high 80s and 90s, and it's like, is it because of the finish? Maybe the finish wasn't the best way to end it. Maybe has that affected it?
Maybe, but it's still a great. I mean, look, it's still a great show at an 89 for a pay per view. By the way, we're talking a 9 out of 10 show. Look, it's still very good. Let's not.
I know. It's just. I think it's because of all the.
Good. If anything, we've put on too good of a show. Is the problem? We haven't had enough leeways.
I think maybe because if it's burnout, maybe we've got to think maybe placement a bit more next time. I mean, we always do, but
the issue is we're booking shows like NXT used to book takeovers where there was banger after banger after banger after banger, right?
Yeah.
Apart from Molly and Lita, realistically, there's no let off on this show.
No, I think the problem is we didn't have a lot of those. You could sit there and say the match that kind of was the kind of okay, I can breathe now was the women's match, but that's because that was never supposed to be like a kind of spectacular match. It's more a storytelling match, but yeah, maybe I don't know.
And the other option, as Twitch Chat just pointed out, maybe because of the pre-show. And that's just where we wanted to get other people on the card, but
I didn't know that affected it, but apparently it might.
It might. I didn't know that either, but now we know. Look, what a show, though. What a show.
But it's still, 89. I mean, it's still our best show we've done so far, so
it's our
still
best
not
pay-per-view for sure. And we are on the road to WrestleMania. You don't want to miss it. This is March next. 4 weeks to get us ready for the biggest shows of the shows. And yes, I can tell you now, Monday Night Raw tomorrow night. In the game, well, the next episode for you guys on YouTube.
Of course.
Ric Flair versus The Undertaker, Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. I'll see you then.
Oh, it's going to be an interesting month. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, look, it's a great pay-per-view, isn't it? It's a fantastically scored pay-per-view. Could it have been a bit better? Potentially, like we spoke about just now, but I still think it's very good, and it sets us up for a very, very big month. WrestleMania is on the horizon. I know I've got my plans, and I'm sure Stuart's got his. Make sure you don't miss out. Of course, Monday we will be back with another video with week 1 of the booking, but if you want to watch us book it live, twitch.tv/Carl Dixon, link in the description below. Make sure you're following over there. We'll be live tomorrow evening, actually, at 6:30. Get on that. That should be fun. And yeah, I'm excited. WrestleMania always excites me. I'm going to throw my biggest stuff at it. Yes, that includes Brock Lesnar versus Shawn Michaels, but some other cool stuff as well. We'll see. Until next time, peace. I did it with the left today. This is, I mean, it's quite like John Cena, isn't it? Just honestly.